I just got a shirt and these girls wanna flirt. I just got a shirt and these girls wanna flirt. I just got a shirt and these girls wanna flirt. I just got a shirt and these girls wanna flirt. I just got a shirt and these girls wanna flirt. I just got a shirt and these girls wanna flirt. I just got a shirt and these girls wanna flirt. All right, you guys. So Google keeps blocking out my audio with this, but I'm still about to say it. So this master teacher of attraction giving you another truth video. I'm going to be talking to you about why Google and YouTube nutritional advice is so fucking demonic. Okay, that's just what it is at the end of the day. All right. So look at the screen right here. What do you notice? I typed in Native American diet, which is pretty much synonymous with indigenous diet before we started getting lied to. Okay, getting fed the lies. And what Google is telling you is what they ate that was most important in their diet was a whole bunch of fruits, grains, and vegetables. Okay, when this can be farther from the truth. Okay, and this is why I always tell you guys, always do the opposite of what they trying to push onto you and promote to you. All right, so if they tell you to do fruits and vegetables, okay, and make that fucking 100% of your diet, then you say fuck that. I'm gonna do the opposite of that. All right. What y'all gotta understand is these foods have toxins. All right. Plants and vegetables have evolved to have toxins, okay, to be able to protect their own damn species, okay. Pretty much every organism has a defense to protect their species, all right. And for them, they can't run, they can't scream, they can't jump, they can't do none of that shit. They ain't got teeth, no, none of that. All right, so they have developed toxins. All right, herbivores have designed 2 to 4 stomachs to be able to buffer those toxins so they don't get sick from that and actually thrive. All right, but we do not have that. Okay, but since Google and YouTube knows that, and they can make some money off of telling you that, so you can end up in the hospital, okay, and pay a whole bunch of funeral money, and put you in fear because they're confused, dude, and you don't know what the truth is. I'm here to tell you the fucking truth. And this probably won't get a whole bunch of views, but I don't give a fuck about that, okay? Because unlike everybody else, and the reason why you subscribe to this channel, okay, without me telling you to subscribe, is because you recognize real when you recognize real, okay? So it is what it is. Everybody else has to tell you that you need to subscribe in every fucking video. Alright? Hey, I ain't got to do that over here. Alright? But basically, if you want to make money off of clicks on YouTube, you just got to tell a lie. That's all. Alright, but I'm a real nigga. I ain't finna do that to you. I'm finna give you the real. So, next clip. Alright, so this is the article I wanted to show you. The Weston A. Price Foundation. Alright? Guts and Grease, the diet of Native Americans. And I'm going to give you the real. Now that we know what the bullshit was, now we're going to look at the real shit. Because in order to understand that something real is real, you have to know that what you currently have is a fucking lie. So I showed you the lie. I showed you the play. And you shouldn't get rocked no more. You shouldn't go for that crossover no more. Alright? So come on back and get this real shit. Alright? And I showed you guys the title of this so you can go look it up yourself. But what Weston A. Price does and did, he has tons of research going to different indigenous groups, the ones over in Asia, okay, the ones over in Africa, the Inuits, all right, the people down in the Central and South Americas, all right, and the indigenous diets of Native Americans over here in North America, all right. So he's basically going in about how people in the fitness community, bodybuilders, is telling you that you basically need to eat lean meat. Okay, and I was a part of that before, but again, and let me reiterate this, um, if I learn something and I learn from my mistakes, then I'm going to tell you guys, unlike them. Okay, if somebody is vegan, they need to that's how they make their money. They make money off of clicks. And that's why I did not want to continue going down that road, because I don't want to tie my income to lies, because then that's when you start selling your soul, okay, for clicks on YouTube, and then you're doing things to hurt people with the information you're putting out, okay. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the people that have all the views and the subscribers is the people that is lying to. There's a lot of vegan channels and plant-based channels that have millions of subscribers, okay, and I'm not jealous, okay, because I am not jealous of lies. That's just what it is. Bang bang, at the end of the day, we on the rise, and not with subscribers and views, because I don't want that shit, man. I told you, I don't want to be famous. All right, I'll just find other ways to get money. Okay, one of them ways is I made a course giving you that real shit, got merchandise for you, and that way can create a profitable business without lying to you. Okay, and that's what I pride myself on and my brand over here on this YouTube channel. Move on. So yeah, just talking that bullshit. They always telling you to eat some greens. Greens and fruits and vegetables is not the healthiest foods out there. They do have toxins that herbivores are designed to eat. Okay, now if you don't know this, I am I am a ex licensed veterinary technician. That means that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But being an ex veterinary technician means that I have graduated from that level of consciousness, okay, and you know began to be in tune with the organic intelligence of the body that is connected to the Most High, and that's where your gut feeling and your intuition comes into play. The shit that you don't know, the shit that's not in a book, the shit that's not on Google and YouTube, okay, that gives you surprising health benefits and results because it is connected to you and your particular body. All right, but little science lesson: we do not have the same guts, nor do we have the same bodies and functions as a fucking cow, as a horse, as a rabbit, as a goat, as a sheep. Why? That's because them motherfuckers have multiple stomachs, varying from 2 to 4. Alright? We only have one fucking stomach. Why is that? That's because they're built to tolerate and buffer the toxins from plants, fruits, and vegetables. Okay? We do not have all that like they do. Alright? So bottom fucking line, at the end of the day, if you want to poison yourself with the things that I, spoke of, lectins, goitrogens, and other various things that our bodies is not designed, you can go, I've seen kidney stones, gallbladder stones in animals, dogs and cats, okay? It happens in iguanas too a lot. That shit does not look fun, nor does it look cute, okay? It can make you pee out blood. Alright? I don't want you to go through that. Okay, especially since it is being promoted in a heavy fashion. Okay? And greens and shit, all that shit has oxalates. One of the most common kidney stones and urinary stones is formed off of oxalates, calcium oxalate. Where does that come from? I've looked at this shit under a microscope. It literally looks like sharp crystals. So it literally tears away all these little particles of oxalates, tears away at your urinary bladder, at your kidney, okay? And it fucks you up, okay? It looks like sharp crystals underneath a microscope. I've seen this with my own eyes. I didn't get this from a book. I looked at it, okay? And then the book will tell you what it will do, okay? And it comes from greens, dark leafy greens that they tell you to eat. The reason they tell you this shit, man, is so you can contribute to put in money and dollars into the economy through, the doctors, the agricultural, vegetable, just so you can put money in their pockets. Okay, they have to sell you a dream. Um, Skinless chicken breast. Nobody likes the taste of that. All right, but that's what they try to tell you, that your food is gonna taste nasty, and you have to fucking deal with it. That's why nobody likes the word diet. Okay, but if you fucking listen to your actual body, and then fucking taste a piece of fucking wagyu or ribeye, okay, or some fucking lamb, then you like, oh, that's some good ass shit. I ain't gotta tell you to go on diet to eat that. That's because that is your real fucking food. It comes with fat and proteins. I've always told you guys that fat and protein is essential to the human body. Okay, I'm not talking about cows. They have different diets. They're built differently. What we're built for is fats and proteins. Okay, where do we get that shit from? We don't get that from olive oil. We don't get that from coconut oil. Alright, we get that from saturated fucking meat, animal fucking fats. Okay, eggs. Alright, certain dairies like cheese. Okay, raw milk, wherever you can find that at, if you're near some farms. All right, and then you fucking meat. You got things like bacon. You got things like ribeye steaks. If you can find it grass fed 100%, that's cool. That's gonna have a slightly more nutrition because they're actually eating grass instead of corn and soy. All right, but at the end of the fucking day, that's what your diet needs to be, focused around. All right, not this bullshit, non-fat milk, you know, all this bullshit, non-fat milk. Like, none of that is natural. That's why people is having issues. Um, let's see. There's some other parts that I want to show you guys too. All right, so I found one part. The native, or let's see. I want to tell you guys this part. So the earlier explorers consistently described the Native Americans as tall and well formed. Of the Indians of Texas, the explorer Cabeza de Vaca wrote, the men could run after a deer for an entire day without resting or without apparent fatigue. That's because fat is energy, okay? Fat is energy. We will always burn through carbs faster than fat. That's why they were able to do that. Do you understand? Carbs only have 4 calories. Fat has 9 calories. A little bit over twice the amount of energy. Do you understand? Okay? So just imagine that, running a deer down for a whole damn day. They do the same shit in Africa in some of their tribes. They literally run animals down till it is exhausted. That's what we're built for. Alright? But if we're eating, fucking plants and fruit as our entire diet, we're not gonna be able to do that. You're gonna get hungry 8 times in a fucking day with a bloated fucking belly. Then you're gonna hate your life. Okay, so let me continue on. One man near 7 foot in stature runs down a buffalo on fucking foot and slays it with his knife or lance as he runs by its side. The Indians were difficult to kill. De Vaca reports on an Indian transverse by an arrow. He does not die but recovers from his wound. That's real fucking shit. Do you understand me? That's some real fucking shit. The Karkiwakwas, a tribe that lived near the Gulf Coast, were tall, well built, and muscular. Okay? So what does that fucking tell you? Fat, protein maintains a lean, muscular, vibrant body in males and females. Now, what they're talking about is, the males right now. Okay? It is not fucking carbs. Basing your whole diet off of, and when I say carbs, like 80% carbs, 10% protein, 10% fat. That is literally what they want you to eat. Okay, as far as macronutrient ratios, that is not what you should be doing. Okay, you actually want to switch that around and have that 80% looking like fats and proteins. Okay, and you can fill the rest with carbs. But this is the type of, people, when they listen to their body, that's how they produce the results. What they trying to sell to you is, you gotta eat 800 calories in order to get that. If you eat 800 calories, women are gonna lose their periods. Men are gonna feel like they need to do semen retention because they can't get it up no more. All your hormones is controlled by fat. Okay, fat and protein, but primarily fat, because you need fat to be able to uptake the fat soluble vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K2. Fucking that's how you do it, man. Shit. Y'all stop, getting lied by these people. The men went stark naked, the lower lip and nipple pierced, covered in alligator grease. Okay, that's another animal that has a lot of fat, to ward off mosquitoes. So if y'all ever, in the area, that's actually what I usually do. And I don't know where I got the idea from, but that's actually what I do when I go fishing out there, when I'm showing y'all my little fishing videos on my trips. I cover myself in fat, and it keeps the mosquitoes away, especially if you down somewhere in Missouri fishing. Them mosquitoes don't play with you, and these little tiny flies, they don't fuck around with the fuck around. If they see somebody that they want blood out of, they're gonna come after them. All right, they know what they fucking doing. All right, and then they went on to say, happy, generous, and amazing physical proudness. They go naked in the most burning sun. In winter, they go out in the early dawn to take a bath, um, breaking the ice with their body. That's some real shit. All right. But yeah, this is what they ate: deer, buffalo, wild sheep, goat, antelope, moose. And notice how these are all foods that people have given the claim as gamey. Oh, gamey is nasty. I remember I had the first gamey piece of meat, which is lamb. Okay, and usually people are complaining about the smell of lamb, but and gamey meat in general. But man, I had some of that and it actually had flavor compared to, commercial beef. Okay, so because that's the reason I'm telling you guys, outside of the more nutrients that it's gonna contain, because grass-fed beef actually has more flavor. But they always trying to tell you that it tastes nasty when the commercial shit tastes nasty. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta season it up with all these things. On grass fed stuff, you only have to put a little bit. Like I put lemon pepper, just a little bit of lemon pepper on there, a little bit of salt. That's it. All right. But that is what they ate, man. Listen to this. It is unlikely that squirrels would have supplied more than tiny fraction of total calories. They're talking about squirrels because squirrels, um no, was that squirrels? No, rabbits. Rabbits don't have that much fat, and they would say that, people would get sick off of eating too much protein without fat, because there's only so much protein that the human body can utilize of without building toxins up. Okay, and that's why I showed you guys Leroy Colbert. Okay, he even, noted that to you guys. But seal fat consumed by the coastal Indians range from 14 to 24% polyunsaturated fat. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so they're talking about fat, the fatty ratios of each, animal. Let's see, there's something else that I want to show you. All right, so this is another part right here, speaking about rabbit. So rabbit, the leanest animal in the north, who develop extreme fat hunger known as rabbit starvation. Rabbit eaters, if they have no fat from another source, which is what I was telling you guys that they do, they render down the fat from another animal and use it to cook something like a lean fish or lean meat. All right, if they run out of animals in the area that can contain fat, and they would develop diarrhea in about a week. Now, see, y'all think that shit is from them not cooking the food all the way through, but that's what they want you to think. All right, that is not the fucking reason. All right, they're cooking most of these things in vegetable oils, if you haven't noticed, which ain't good for you. That shit'll give you diarrhea. All right, but they telling you they didn't cook it long enough. Yeah, fuck out of here. All right. So that's just one thing to keep in mind when you're eating fat-free or low-fat items, or your diet is low in fat from a totality aspect. All right. They used to eat the whole animal. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. There's another part. All right, so I found it right here. And this is for dudes that feel like they have to go on semen retention because they can't get it up, or no fap, or they just feel weak, low energy in general, as well as women that feel like their hormones are out of whack as well. So bear was another sacred food. Antlers of bear bones have been found at many Paleolithic sites. Cabezo de Faca reports that the Indians of Texas kept the skin of the bear and ate the fat, but threw away the rest. Now that shit is crazy, cause what you guys have been taught to do is throw away the fat, keep the meat. Okay, but what they did, they ate the fat and got rid of the meat. Okay, that should tell you something right there. That's why I keep telling you guys, do the opposite of what they fucking tell you, cause they know the truth. Alright, they know the truth. So all they do to keep it simple for themselves is just tell you the fucking opposite of the truth. That way you're always in a state of confusion and dis-ease. Alright? But threw away the rest. Other groups ate the entire animal, including the head, but recognized the fat as the most valuable part. Okay? According to colonist William Byrd II, writing in 1728, the flesh of the bear hath a good relish, very savory, and inclining nearest to the pork. Okay, and y'all know y'all love y'all fucking bacon. Bacon tastes good. Okay, the fat of this creature is least apt to rise in the stomach of any other. The men, for the most part, chose it rather than venison, because venison is a little bit leaner, a little bit on the leaner side. Not saying it's completely like a rabbit or something. Bear grease was thought to give them resistance by making them physically strong. We eat it sometimes now and everybody feels better. That's another thing. That's another fucking thing. Okay? Bear was also considered an important food for reproduction. Alright? Y'all listening, right? When Byrd asked an Indian why their squaws were always able to bear children, the Indian replied that if any Indian woman did not prove with child at a decent time after marriage, the husband, to save his reputation with the women, forthwith entered into a bear diet for 6 fucking weeks. Okay? Within that time makes him so vigorous that he grows exceedingly impertinent to his poor wife, and it is great odds, but he makes her a mother in 9 months. Alright, so basically, in conclusion, that means that fat, that bear fat, got his testosterone and everything back into balance. Okay? Fat is a precursor to cholesterol, which is a precursor to testosterone. And all of, in a woman, to balancing the estrogen and testosterone, and also in us. Okay? So, I'm telling you guys, man, the diet is everything. And then they go into the fatty soluble vitamins, just like I was telling you guys. I can't make this shit up. I'm telling you guys the fucking truth. Now, you can keep listening to the lies. I showed you guys the name of this article. You can go check it out for yourselves, man. But this is the basis of the diet, okay? Just like when I was telling you guys about tilapia, notice how I would always tell you, okay, cook that shit in butter though. Cook that shit in butter. I showed y'all the butter I was using. Grass-fed butter. Right? So always at the end of the day, I'm always telling y'all that, okay, even though this is a lean protein, cook it in fucking butter. Okay? It needs fat. So, that's why I show you guys, like, take the whole picture in. But your diet should always comprise of plenty of fat. Okay? Nice, good animal fats. Alright? And I told you guys, when you got a lean meat, cook it in butter. Alright? Or you can cook it in, rendered fat from another animal. Like a lot of people like to say bacon grease. If you having grass-fed beef and you got some extra leftover beef fat, put that in a jar. Boom, you got some fat to cook your leaner meats in. Okay. But yeah, this just isn't the Native Americans. This is the Inuits, and they're known for eating mainly, seal blubber, and it keeps them warm during the winter time. So if you're one of them females that's always talking about you cold, you cold, you cold, you one of them. There's something going on with your body that you're not listening to your body, okay? And the body don't complain, or no, here you go. The body complain, but it don't explain. All right, and that's what Leroy Colbert always used to say. All right, so it is up to you to tune in into your body and get your answers from that. Okay, instead of trying to get your answers from the news media about health and what the fuck is about to kill you, because they always talking about something that's about to kill you, but yet we're still fucking here. All right, so y'all go ahead, check that out if you're interested. Check out the link down below for the clothing and merchandise. I'll holler at y'all later, man.